When you're looking at buying a home, it can be a very overwhelming process. I experience that a lot when I meet with people who are beginning that home ownership journey. And there are some important steps really that you can do on your own to help make it less overwhelming. Starting with really just getting on the same page. Step number one, get on the same page with your spouse, your partner, the family members that are involved. What exactly it is you want, what are your needs, what they want, what their needs are. And if you talk about those things, share them out there. Now, if you don't do that and we're meeting and talking about it, like I can guide you through that process, and I know how to do that, but that's definitely something that's got to be done. And the sooner that gets done, the less heartache there will be further on down the road if at some point those needs or those wants come into conflict with each other. So it's good to do that initially, really important to help you with your success. Um, Another thing that you really want to do is you want to get informed on all the things that are involved because, again, it is overwhelming. There's lots of steps. There's finding the right home, searching for the home, going to open houses, going to showings, making an offer, getting pre-approved, going through escrow, inspections, appraisal, insurance, step after step after step. It's so long, and that's why I'm here as a real estate professional to help you through each of those steps. But you want to at least get familiar with it. And again, that's another thing that we do go over whenever we meet. But if you want to get started on that, you can, and that'll help you being familiar with that process and everything goes on. So then, another thing that I really encourage people to look at when you're thinking about buying a home is, check out the things that are important to you in the neighborhood. If the school is important to you, make sure you know about the school district. If amenities are important to you, make sure you know the right kind of shops or things that you want are within what you would like. Do you want a Costco within 10 minutes? Well, then make sure there's a Costco within 10 minutes. Do you want a Starbucks on your drive? Well, maybe you look in neighborhoods where there's a Starbucks right next to the freeway where you're going to enter. All those things will, again, help with not letting certain aspects get in the way of your process and becoming a hiccup in what happens. And then another thing is to research, speaking of driving places and getting on the freeway, you definitely want to know your commute times. How long is it going to take to commute from where you're going? Is this neighborhood even close enough to where you work, where you're comfortable with it? If you're willing to do 30-minute drive, an hour drive, but you want a 15-minute drive, make sure you're very aware of that commute time, that drive time, and not only to work, but to your kids' activities, to the places that they go for sports or karate or dance lessons, or all those things, to make sure that you're able to take care of that. And the last thing I think is really important is that you can do when you're looking for that right neighborhood, for that place where you want to go, where you want to live. It's checked all those boxes before. It's the right commute. It's the right school district. It's meeting the needs and the wants that you have. The very last thing that's very important to make sure you've got is that you like this place, is check it out on social media. There are so many groups on social media nowadays about local communities and what they are, friends of this place, friends of that place, neighbors and friends of this place or that place. Log into that, join that group, read about what everyone's saying about that community, and you get a better idea. Honest, really look, and don't be afraid to post and ask some questions about what you're looking for, wanting to know about that neighborhood or that community in that social media group. So there you have it. Those are really some important steps for you to consider, initial steps, first steps, for you to have the best success on this home journey. And if you are ready to do that, engage in some of those processes, I'm here and I'd love to help you through that. Let's get on a call. Let's meet for coffee and figure out all these wonderful things that will make your sometimes overwhelming feeling process simple and successful.